Ang DepEd Oroquieta City kanunay madasigon sa pagpasayon o pagpadayon sa dekalidad ng edukasyon, pinaagi sa pagtimbayayungay, ubos sa liderato sa atong Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Rinaldo E. Manuel Jr., Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Roberto D. Napiri Jr., CID Chief Francis J. Buak, SGD Chief Perlinita L. Godobe, uban sa 1,026 ka teaching and non-teaching personnel. Ang atong 44 kaskwilahan sa elementarya ug 15 kaskwilahan sa sekundarya anda mo serbisyo sa tibuok Division of Oroquieta City tungod ug alang sa atong kabataan. Abante, atraka. Dahil sa Oroquieta, bata ang bida.
Set. Ayos. Good. Good morning, Rosemary. Kumusta ka?
Welcome to San Vicente Alto Elementary School. This one is our crayon-inspired na fence, wooden fence. Guards, 23 guards here.
Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now.
Ito nakapost natin. This is our citizen charter tarpaulin, you know. Mga trailer.
Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now. Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now. Right now, right now. Get it right now, right now. Right now, get it right now. Right now, right now. Get it right now. Yeah, push.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Dito tayo ngayon sa Bunga Elementary School at tingnan natin ang mga preparasyon nila sa ating Brigada Eskwela 2021. So punta tayo doon, hugasahin ng kamay At tingnan natin yung paligid nila, mga preparasyon nila yung ating tingnan. Ito natin ngayon na yan, membro ng PTA. Nag-grass cutter sila. Preparation for our Brigada Eskwela 2021. Magaling, magaling.
Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now.
Nandito tayo ngayon sa Talairo National High School with the principal, ang poging principal, Julito Indonto.
Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now. Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now. Get it right, right now, right now, right now. Get it right, right now, right now, get it right now. Yeah, push all the limits with you right now.
Nandito tayo ngayon sa Talig Elementary School. Ito ang ating principal, Lani Comanda. Tingnan natin ano ang mga preparasyon nila sa ating Brigada Eskwela. Bayanihan para sa paaralan. Ito yung golden shower natin, no? Mataas na masyado. So, ganda. Good job. Ito yung kabuang paligid ng Talig Elementary School. Maganda yung building nila, grounds. Maganda yung preparasyon na ginawa nila for Brigada Eskwela. Salamat sa ating principal, Lani Comanda.
Surroundings in a way that we abide with the directive of the Department of Education as a eco-friendly school. Actually, sir, these tires are highly will be consuming much of our MOE, especially the budget, and we spend much of the time that we will have to go with this. So that's why we remove this in regards to the painting.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome
Good afternoon.
to Tuyabang Alto Elementary School. Our gulayan sa paralan over there, very sufficient siya, sir. Dayon, nakatabang siya, sir, sa community people. Wherein, kung wala sila sudan, they will just go here and even they can buy as low as 10 pesos. Makapanihapon na ilang pamilya, sir. The bountiful tomatoes of Tuyabang Alto Elementary School, gulayan sa paaralan.
Fresh na fresh talaga. Fresh from the garden. Yan. Hey.
Then,
Okay. Wow. Very good.
hi, for Tuyabang Alto Elementary School, we are using digital offline and the DepEd tablets are now ready.
Ready na, ready na kami.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. This is Manuel. Welcome to Misamis Occidental National High. Focusing on the, or to be highlighted during the Brigada Eskwela, that will come from the Brigada Pagbasa and Brigada for the learning phase of our, and we are very thankful to our stakeholders because we share the resources. Out of the proceeds, then we will buy materials.
So, welcome sir to our science and math park. This tire-free touch of nature. Sir, ito po yung ating classroom for children with autism. There.
Ready na kami.
Brigada Eskwela will deviate from the traditional concept of physical cleaning, painting, repainting, and doing minor repairs in schools, and will instead prioritize preparations and strengthening partnership engagement to ensure that quality basic education will continue despite the challenges posed by COVID-19. Stakeholders can support the initiative by donating thermal scanners, hand sanitizing equipment or materials, and printing of COVID-19 and sanitation, proper hand washing hygiene information materials to aid Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela in introducing protection and health protocols to learners and teachers. Brigada Eskwela will also engage partners in the promotion and provision of learning options such as local radio and TV stations and other available media, and the printing of self-learning modules for distance learning as a form of partnership to deliver the basic education curriculum in the time of COVID-19. With this, we kick off the Brigada Eskwela 2020 as we bring you to Bayanihan para sa Paaralan here in Oroquieta City Division.
Bayan nating sinilangan, panatilihing matatag para sa kabataan. Pagsubok ay huwag gawing hadlang. Sa muling pagbukas ng paaralan, magkaisa tayo'y magtulungan. Tayo na sa Brigada Eskwela, sa Brigada Eskwela. Tayo na paaralan. Tara! Sa Brigada Eskwela.
Problema'y ating solusyonan tungo sa kaunlaran.
Brigada Eskwela.
Buong bansang tayo'y magkaisa. Tayo na. Tayo na. Ating paghandaan, mga kababayan. Kaunlaran ating makamtan sa Brigada Eskwela. Sa Brigada Eskwela. Sa Brigada Eskwela.
Ladies and gentlemen, to lead us the national anthem, prayer, Region 10 March, and Oroquieta City March, the special education learners of Oroquieta City Central Elementary School.
There are moments on our journey following the Lord when God illumines every step we take. There are times when circumstances make perfect sense to us as we try to understand each move He makes. When the path grows deep and our questions have no answers, turn to Him. Bow the knee, trust the heart of your Father when the answer goes beyond what you can see. Bow the knee, lift your eyes toward heaven and believe the one who holds eternity. And when you don't understand the purpose of His plan, in the presence of the King, bow the knee. There are days when clouds surround us and the rain begins to fall. The cold and lonely winds won't cease to blow, and there seems to be no reason for the suffering we feel. We are tempted to believe God does not know. When the storm Lift your eyes toward heaven and believe the one who holds eternity. And when you don't understand the purpose of His plan, in the presence of the King, bow the knee, trust the heart of your Father when the answer goes beyond what you can see. Bow the knee, lift your eyes toward heaven and believe the one who holds eternity. And when you don't understand the purpose of His plan, in the presence of the King, bow the knee, bow the knee, bow the knee. Bow the knee.
Diyos sa iyong Mindanao mabuhay, kay mahal na mong natawan. Mauswagon, masitlakon, malipayon, pagpano sa katahon. Magpapiling kaning kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan o kamalipayon. Isa kanunay ang magpaibabaw, ang kahusay o kanina. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, utang na among natawan. Isag-usap ang ang kalima, kami na minahalan. Sa buhat o katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, utang na among natawan. Isag-usap ang ang kalima, kami na minahalay. Sa buhat at katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan.
Along the soothing shores of Iligan Bay lies a city with people alive and happy. One for all for one for peace and harmony.
To formally welcome us this ceremony, friends, the officer in charge, Office of the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Roberto D. Napere Jr.
Every year, we work to ensure that our schools are ready and safe before classes open. And every year, we witness the spirit of volunteerism in motion as our stakeholders from all walks of life make quality basic education all the more possible for our learners through Brigada Eskwela despite the COVID-19 pandemic. Department of Education Secretary Honorable Leonor Montoles Briones, DepEd Region 10 Regional Director Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, Representative of the 1st District of Misamis Occidental, Honorable Diego C.T., Provincial Governor Honorable Philip T. Tan, Oroquieta City Mayor Honorable Limuel Merrick M. Acosta, DepEd Oroquieta City Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Rinaldo E. Manuel Jr., CID Chief Mr. Francis J. Bua, SGOD Chief Madam Perlinita L. Glodove, Division Brigada Eskwela Focal Person Madam Irene A. Zabaliero, internal and external stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, warm greetings of peace and love from the City of Good Life. With the generosity and unwavering support of our stakeholders to include government officials, civic groups, non-government organizations, barangay officials, parents, community people, teachers, and other volunteers, our schools will continue to hurdle challenges and difficulties of adapting to the new normal mode of education. As we launch this year's Brigada Eskwela, we call everyone to not just ensure education continuity, but to help further improve the quality of education amid the ongoing health crisis. Bannering the theme, Bayanihan sa Paaralan, let us witness today the Brigada Eskwela kick-off program of the Schools Division of Oroquieta City and reflect the messages of support straight from the heart of our education partners. Together we say, Tara, mag-Brigada Eskwela na ta sa Oroquieta.
We find it very significant to prepare the school facilities and to plan ahead the programs that will help ensure that our learners will learn effectively. The support of our stakeholders in the implementation of our programs will definitely boost the learners and parents in this trying time. Ladies and gents, our stakeholders partnership. The leaders of our school government units always show their utmost support in teaming up with the schools in the division of Oroquieta City. Please welcome our leaders for their message of support.
Bayanihan is the way to go. In good times and in bad, during bountiful harvest or during want. In war and in peace, whatever the situation we are facing, Bayanihan is the way to go. This is a saying as old as time, but it has never gone wrong. The Bayanihan spirit played very significant role as the world grapples on the sad effects of the pandemic, which is COVID-19. As a matter of fact, the national government coined Republic Act number 11469 as Bayanihan to Heal as One Act, recognizing the word Bayanihan as potent force in our healing and rising up. Challenging times for the education sector is far from over. This year marks our second year of online learning, modular learning, or blended form of learning. The task is demanding, even daunting, but we have to move on. We cannot let this pandemic win over us. And so, the city government of Oroquieta strongly supports Brigada Eskwela's Bayanihan para sa Paaralan. Ang atong lokal nga pagagamhanan sa Oroquieta mihatag og 100,000 pesos sa tanang pampublikong eskwelahan sa Dakbayan para matubag ang ubang pangahinanglanon sa atong mga eskwelahan. This is on top of the regular Special Education Fund which we give to our schools. And so, we also call on other public sectors and the private sector to come together and help in any way you can for our communities. The schools, the churches, the small businesses, our neighbors, and the families in need. Gingon pa sa usa ka bayanihan advocate, walang maliit o malaking ambag pagdating sa bayanihan. Lahat mahalaga, lahat importante, lahat pinapahalagaan. Bayanihan, communityhood, partnership, mao kani ang atong giampo nga dili gyud mawala diri sa atong syudad. Ang pagtinabangay sama ni ining Brigada Eskwela mao'y rason nganong kita nagpabiling nagtindog up to this day and even with the pandemic. I cannot let this opportunity pass without saying thank you to the City Schools Division of Oroquieta, the school heads and administrators, even the private schools for showing their oneness with the city government. Daghang salamat for helping us in our vaccination campaign, for letting us use the school facilities as our vaccination sites, for being our faithful and eager partners toward healing and progress. Daghang salamat kaninyong tanan. I look forward to that day when this pandemic will just become history. Let us continue to pray for healing and pray for everyone's safety. Mabuhay ang Brigada Eskwela. God bless Oroquieta.
Good day, everyone. School year 2020-2021 was tagged with uncertainties. Yet, DepEd remained optimistic despite the cloud of the pandemic and the repulsive trust of the people. The local government unit of Oroquieta believes in your commitment to continue education. That is why we partnered with you. And yes, we did it. We championed the delivery of basic education. This school year 2021-2022, we are threatened by another mutation of the virus. And the only thing that we can do is shield plans by our mutated voluntarism through our Brigada Eskwela. I believe that if we will move as one and if we will work as one, our schools will remain relevant over time. Being your chairman of the Education Committee, we promise to back you up in all your plans. We promise to keep believing in you because we are partners and we are family. Tungod kay sa Oroquieta, bata ang bida. Abante, atraka kita, Oroquieta.
Maayong buntag. First of all, I would like to congratulate the Department of Education, Oroquieta City Division, for a successful school year 2020 to 2021. We've seen your efforts that amidst the pandemic, you have done your very best and you've managed to deliver quality education to our learners here in the city of Oroquieta. In the previous school year, despite the limited budget of the Sangguniang Kabataan, my fellow SK chairpersons has been supportive to the programs of the Department of Education. They have provided printers and reams of bond papers to the schools in their respective barangays. This is to support the new way of learning. And for that, I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to my fellow SK chairpersons for their efforts to support the programs of the Department of Education. And I am looking forward that in this coming school year 2021 to 2022, we will continue to support the programs of the Department of Education. And I myself, as a member of the school board and as an ex-officio member of the Sangguniang Panglungsod, you can count on my full support to all the programs of the Department of Education. The theme of this year's Brigada sa Eskwela program says, Bayanihan para sa paaralan. This tells us that in delivering the quality education to our learners, this not only involves the DepEd personnel or our teachers, but this also involves the support of the community. I believe that we can only survive these trying times by helping and supporting each other in our own little ways. Once again, to the Department of Education, Oroquieta City Division, headed by our Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Rinaldo Manuel Jr., congratulations and thank you so much for your effort to deliver quality education to our learners despite the pandemic. Ato gyud nakita nga diri sa DepEd Oroquieta, bata ang bida. More power to all of you and may the good Lord continue to bless all of you.
Good morning, Oroquietanians. Our greetings for the DepEd family of Oroquieta City Division, led by Rinaldo E. Manuel Jr., our Schools Division Superintendent, and the rest of the DepEd family of Oroquieta City. It is our prayers that the kick-off ceremony will be a successful one the coming August 17, 2021 with the theme Bayanihan para sa Paaralan. For and on behalf of Oroquieta City Police Station, this is Police Lieutenant Colonel Melvin Ayan Orbok Borlat, your officer in charge, who will wholeheartedly manifest our support whatever the activities that the division will be conducting, that despite of the pandemic problem that we are facing today, and because of the restrictions and the limitations of our movements, still your PNP is ready to serve and happy to serve together with the DepEd family of Oroquieta City Division. Mabuhay and let us all stay safe.
Music heals the soul, sharing with you this contemporary melody of song that will keep us grounded in hope. Whether it's the lyrics, the beat, the melody, or the space in between, our wish is that this music feeds your sense of hope and inspiration, especially in these trying times. To render us a song of hope and inspiration, the MONHS Special Program in the Arts.
sana ang sakilang makisama bayanihan. Subukan natin isulong at ligawan ng magandang bukas. Ikaw at ako magkasama tayo, salubungin ang kinabukasan. Mga Pilipino, ilang lahi ko, yaring Pilipino, sa makabago panahon. Halina't hawakan ang ating hawakan, sabay abutin natin, patuloy lang tayo sa pagpapantay, sa bala sa Diyos ang sandat at gabay. Subukan natin isulong at ligawan ng magandang bukas. Ikaw at ako magkasama tayo, salubungin ang kinabukasan. Mga Pilipino, ilang lahi ko, yaring Pilipino, sa makabago Mandirigmang Pilipino, dakilang lahi ko, bayaning Pilipino, sa makabago panahon. Ubarin ang takot sa iyong damdamin. Tumbang tapang harapin ang buhay ang tagumpay.
To give us the inspiration message, please put your hands together to our Undersecretary for Finance, USEC Annalyn M. Sevilla, and Undersecretary for Field Operations, USEC Rev C. A. Escobedo.
For the school year 2021-2022, let us all together bring this bayanihan para sa paaralan, our Brigada Eskwela 2021, to be adopted as our theme to promote collaboration for safe living and addressing social issues and concerns in schools, at home, and in the community. We will highlight in this Brigada Eskwela the implementation of our Brigada Pagbasa in response to the hamon Bawat Bata Bumabasa or the 3B initiative and the establishment of our home learning spaces in support to the implementation of DepEd's Basic Learning Continuity Plan. This is our new concept of the Brigada Eskwela, and we shall focus on preparations and strengthening of our partnership engagement to ensure that learning continues even in the time of COVID-19. The activities will also highlight partnership initiatives that complement our department's effort towards BELCP. Tara na, Brigada Eskwela na!
To our partners and stakeholders, parents, learners, and to the whole DepEd Oroquieta City Division family, my warmest greetings to all of you. It is my pleasure to be part of this virtual kickoff ceremony of the 2021 Brigada Eskwela for the Schools Division of Oroquieta City. As a new school year approaches, we, as a nation, continue to face challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, which forced everyone to shift their ways and adjust to the new normal. Last school year, 2020-2021, has tested school leadership with the sudden and monumental shift to remote learning. However, with the unified efforts, assistance, and support of our teachers, parents, local government units, and other external stakeholders, we were able to adapt to the ever-changing circumstances brought about by this public health crisis. Further, as we move towards and hope for another fruitful school year, it gives me honor and pride to celebrate this year's Brigada Eskwela with the Oroquieta City Division. Through the years of school openings, it is gratifying to see how we keep the spirit of bayanihan alive in the face of the challenges of the new normal. This time, Brigada Eskwela has transformed into creating partnership and engagement, which enables the department to remain true and committed to its constitutional mandate, which is to deliver quality education no matter the threat. Now, more than ever, a united front and the spirit of shared responsibility, not only in the education sector, but also as Filipinos, are important for the country to power through these trying times. With today's Brigada Eskwela kick-off, I encourage everyone to instill the spirit of bayanihan in our everyday life as public servants for the Filipino youth and the nation. Lagi-lagi serbisyo para sa bayan. Mabuhay ang DepEd, mabuhay ang Oroquieta City Division. Maraming salamat and good day to everyone.
To give us the messages of support, please welcome our leaders in the province of Misamis Occidental Local Peace Force and Parents and Teachers Association.
I would like to express my warmest congratulations to the Schools Division of Oroquieta City, headed by our dynamic School Division Superintendent Rinaldo Manuel Jr., and to the local leadership headed by Mayor Limuel Acosta for the kick-off of your Brigada Eskwela program. This is the second year that our schools are implementing our educational system under the new normal where face-to-face teaching is restricted. This is one of the undesirable consequences brought about by the continuing threat of the global health pandemic. These mounting challenges being faced by our school institution is a real test to the resilience of our educational system. And our every educator have to adjust to the demands of the new normal way of teaching. Our students, for their part, are also making the difficult but necessary adjustments to make the novel way of teaching effective for them. Certainly, your divisional kick-off ceremony theme for this year, Bayanihan para sa Paaralan, is very appropriate to the situations that our schools are currently engulfed in. The field of education is indeed one of the hardly hit sectors in the harsh and sweeping effects of COVID-19. As such, bayanihan or cooperation among the concerned stakeholders is seriously needed to make teaching methods effective in this time of pandemic. This is the time that our students need us the most. It may be a challenge to all us stakeholders, but I believe that it is more challenging and difficult for our students. As such, our concerted efforts towards a unified goal of bringing a learning methodology that is appropriate to the educational needs of our students requires a hand-in-hand and unified undertaking from among all of us. We should not allow that the commendable standards of our education to decline just because of the pandemic we are facing. We shall work together in rising above all these difficulties. It may not appear to be very easy in every way, but as long as we are united in our efforts and aspiration, nothing is impossible. Allow me to congratulate the entire schools division of Oroquieta City for doing your very best in providing the most effective learning possible for students in the midst of the pandemic. As your Deputy Speaker in this 18th Congress, you are assured of my full support in all your endeavors and in every way that my office can assist in the needs of our students. Upon representation of your SDS, Mr. Manuel Jr. and Mayor Limuel Acosta, I have granted your request for an allocation of 20 million pesos for your division office in the proposed 2022 General Appropriations Act. I hope that your district representative will support this noble move rather than block it. It has always been my sincere desire that the needed infrastructures and social services that the people of the province of Misamis Occidental rightfully deserve will be promptly provided. Altogether, we can accomplish great things. Congratulations and mabuhay. Carry on the good work.
To the School Division Superintendent, Dr. Reynaldo E. Manuel Jr. and Party, pleasant day to everyone. I am Lieutenant Colonel Angestal L. Angeles II, the newly installed Battalion Commander of 10th Infantry Steady-On Battalion based in Barangay Burgos, Oroquieta City. As I have assumed in command of this unit, I am so happy to know that I will be working with our supportive stakeholders. With our current efforts in the area of Misamis Occidental in bringing peace and development, rest assured, Sir, Ma'am, that we will give extra effort and participate in the community service-related activities. The 10th Infantry Steady-On Battalion, under 102nd Infantry Igsuon Brigade, 1st Infantry Division, Philippine Army, is willing to extend our help and assistance to the different schools in the area of Misamis Occidental. Through the conduct of Brigada Eskwela and other school activities amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, we will help you provide our youth and children a clean and well-maintained environment which is conducive for learning. Let us work together to provide better services to the people of Misamis Occidental. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat.
Good day to all of us, kabrigadas. Brigada Eskwela 2021 is right in our face. No face-to-face, but the happiness to support and the eagerness to face the challenges is right in our hearts. In behalf of the association, and as your long-term servant, our best wishes and we tend our unending support to the program, the Brigada Eskwela, and to the school as well. Mabuhay ang Brigada Eskwela 2021. Tungod kay sa Oroquieta, ikaw bata ang bida. Salamat, and may the good Lord bless us all.
My colleagues in the Department of Education, our Regional Director in DepEd Region 10, Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, CESO 3, and our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Reynaldo E. Manuel Jr., CESE, for their respective inspirational message.
Isang makabuluhang araw po sa ating lahat. Mula dito sa amin sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon, sa Amihan ng Mindanao. At the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, we responded to the Secretary's call to continue education, prepared our education learning continuity plans, braved the challenges, and finished with high spirits the school year 2020-2021. In this year's Brigada Eskwela, we have adopted the slogan, Bayanihan para sa Paaralan, as our theme to call for our collective efforts in promoting collaboration for safe living and addressing social issues and concerns in schools, at home, and in the community. Hence, we have strategized our activities for the 2021 Brigada Eskwela to signify our unfailing commitment and undivided unity. We have virtually convened today to put all our actions together with clearer goals and strategies, recalibrated LCPs, and renewed unwavering commitment. However, as seen by others, our Brigada Eskwela initiatives seem irrelevant in this time of the pandemic since there are no face-to-face classes and less engagements in schools. But no, our Brigada Eskwela program is one timely and relevant activity that we can pursue and maximize while the learners are not in schools. This only means that by the time our COVID-19 situations will have been lifted to allow our face-to-face engagements, our schools will then be ready for a fresh start. As American writer Albert Hubbard once put it, the best preparation for good work tomorrow is to do good work today. But ladies and gentlemen, let us also remember that while the Brigada Eskwela program may focus on preparing the physical requirements for school readiness, it should be checked against holistic readiness. Again, just like what American athlete David Robinson said, preparation is everything. In other words, our school readiness, in terms of improved learning environment, must be gauged and tightly harmonized with the other three reform areas for quality, namely the K-12 curriculum review and update, teachers upskilling and reskilling, and engagement of stakeholders for support and collaboration. All our efforts call for the wise use of MOOE, revisiting and revising the school improvement plan, the annual implementation plan, and even the work and financial plans, which in these trying times must be focused on supporting the timely, accurate, and complete delivery of the necessary instructional materials. Our initiative should be geared towards strengthening our partnerships and linkages to support the most relevant, essential, and actual needs. And yes, all of these, ladies and gentlemen, call for our enhanced basic education learning continuity plans, or we call BELCPs. And not to forget, we must do all of this in compliance with the health and safety protocols. With clear vision, recalibrated LCPs, reignited commitment, and undivided bayanihan spirit, we can confidently say, sulong edukalidad. Muli, kaagapay ang buong DepEd Region 10, sama-sama nating itaguyod ang adhikaing maipagpatuloy ang ligtas, makabuluhan at dekalidad na edukasyon sa gitna ng kasalukuyang pandemya at sa mga susunod pang mga hamon. Ang lahat ng ito ay alay natin para sa bawat Pilipinong mag-aaral, sa ating lahat at sa bayang nililiyan. Tara na! Magbayanihan na! At magbrigada eskwela na! Marami pong salamat!
Good day, mayong adlaw ka natong tanan. The Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela are the annual activities of the Department of Education that aim to fully assess the preparation of stakeholders for the coming school year, which shall be undertaken from August 3, 2021 to September 30, 2021. The implementation of Oplan Brigada Eskwela and Adapt a School program includes an engagement of stakeholders in addressing problems, queries, and other concerns in preparation for the start of classes. The slogan for this year's conduct of Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela, Bayanihan para sa Paaralan, highlights the application of knowledge and convergence of efforts to address the required health standards and the social issues at home, in school, and in the community in the context of COVID-19. DepEd Oroquieta City Division is very much pleased to have stakeholders who painstakingly poured time, effort, and resources to pursue the goals of Brigada Eskwela. The local government of Oroquieta City, headed by Honorable Mayor Lemuel Merrick M. Acosta, Sangguniang Panglungsod members, private organizations, the PTA, and to the whole community of Oroquieta City, daghang salamat sa walay hunong nga suporta. Ating kilalanin ang galing ng ating mga adhikain at pagbabayanihan upang matugunan ang pangangailangan ng mga komunidad upang maabot ng bawat mag-aaral ang kanilang mga pangarap. Tara na, magbayanihan para sa paaralan ng Oroquieta City Division. Sama-sama, kayang-kaya. Abante, atraka, Oroquieta kita!
Please welcome the Division Mix Rhythm Band.
Paano mo sisimulan, abutin ang iyong hangat? Paano kung ang pakiramdam mag-isa kang lumalaban? Paano matatahaking landas na madali? Paano makakamit? Paano mararating? Oh, nagsimula na magkakasama sa baba. Oh, sabay-sabay pataas lahat itingala. Lahat magagawa kung sama-sama. Kung may balakid malay kayang-kaya. Mga pangarap natin hawak-hawak. Isa-isa matutupad kapit kabayanihan. Heyo, 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 bayanihan. Heyo, 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 bayanihan. Heyo, 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 bayanihan. Isa-isa matutupad kapit kabayanihan. Paano ka ba maririnig sa liit ng iyong tinig? Buti sa bawat pulong natin nabubuoy isang tinig.
Pinas mataas, yeah, put it down. For my people who the hustle all around the world. Kahit English, kahit Tagalog, yet no matter what you speak, it's what's in your soul. In this flow, ilabas ang nasa puso. Let's fight for unite hanggang sa dulo. It's true, no, alam ko ang hirap ng buhay. Heto na ang tunay na tulay. You know what it's like to fight for what's right. The feeling inside that you can't deny when you follow the light. This fight for the kryptonite that's around you. Thank God you found you. Too blessed to be stressed while you settle for less when you can have the best and give the rest to those who are lost. We do this for the cause, not for the cause, but to spread the voice and the truth to the youth.
Nagsimula na magkakasama sa mabaon. Sabay-sabay pataas lahat itingala, lahat magagawa kung sama-sama. Kung may balakid malay kayang-kaya, mga pangarap natin hawak-hawak. Isa-isa natutupad, kapit kabayanihan. Eyo, 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 bayanihan. Eyo, 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 bayanihan. Eyo, 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 bayanihan. Isa-isa matutupad, kapit kabayanihan.
Patayog ng ating kinabukasan, yan ang dapat hindi pinababayaan. Nilalaban ang lahat, hindi uurong. Handa na kung sumulong lang sumulong. Patayog ng ating kinabukasan, yan ang dapat hindi pinababayaan. Nilalaban ang lahat, hindi uurong. Handa na kung sumulong lang sumulong. Handa na ako, handa ka na ba? Kasi sama-sama nating bubuuin ang bawat parte ng ating inang bayan. Ito ay bayanihan. Ba't kung umaga nasisibol at untian? Pamamagitan ng ako, ikaw, sila. Tandaan mo na sa sayo ang umpisa. Ang makabagong bayani ng ating bayan. Bayanihan, ipagsigawan. Kapit lang kapatid, kapit bisig, magkaisa sa ngalan ng pag-ibig. Itigil ang dahas, ibaba ang armas. Problema ng bansa, kaya nating malutas. Sa mata ng Diyos, lahat tayo ay patas-patas. Sulong-sulong lang, walang iwanan, wag kang aatras. Lahat magagawa, kayang-kaya mo yan. Kaya't mga kababayan, oras na magbayanihan.
Lahat magagawa kung sama-sama. Kung may balakid malay kayang-kaya, mga pangarap natin hawak-hawak. Isa-isa natutupad, kapit kabayanihan. Eyo, 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 bayanihan. Eyo, 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 bayanihan. Isa-isa matutupad, kapit kabayanihan.
Another messages of support from our LGU partners and stakeholders. Please welcome Vice Governor of Misamis Occidental Province, Honorable Aurora Virginia M. Almonte, and the General Manager of Paglaom MPC, Mr. Godwin E. Handumon.
A happy, healthy, and safe afternoon, everyone. Especially to my beloved DepEd family of Oroquieta City Division. Once again, a new school year is ahead of us, and another school year would not be complete without our annual Brigada Eskwela, an esteemed tradition of the Department of Education. I would like to commend all of our DepEd officers, personnel and teachers for eagerly coming up with remarkable initiatives to celebrate important events, sama nining virtual Brigada Eskwela. Nasayod kita that this COVID-19 pandemic has greatly affected all of us, especially the education sector, nga nagresulta sa dakong kausaban, mga pagsulay ug adjustments sa atong naandan nga mga teaching and learning methods. But despite the challenges, you have stayed resilient, dedicated and diligent in your duty to provide quality basic education to all our learners. And because of this, I am truly happy and inspired to give you my wholehearted support. Kutob sa akong makaya, isip inyong Vice Governor sa probinsya sa Misamis Occidental. Ako manghinaot, nga bisan pa man sa kalisod sa panahon karon, ang edukasyon magpabilin nga isa sa prioridad sa atong probinsya. The past school year is proof that nothing is impossible if we work together and help one another in these trying times. Hence, this year's virtual Brigada Eskwela theme, Bayanihan para sa Paralan. As we kick off and gear towards school year 2021-2022, manghinaot ko sa inyong padayon nga pagpaningkamot, sakripisyo, ug kakugi diya sa pagserbisyo ug pagtudlo sa atong mga kabatanunan. To everyone, please accept my virtual wishes of good luck and congratulations as well for a job well done. Mabuhay ang DepEd Oroquieta City Division. May God bless us all.
I would like to commend the Department of Education for the innovative response and commitment to ensure that education continue and the challenges of face-to-face classes brought by the COVID-19 pandemic. This is really an abnormal situation, and my salute to the teaching force. Situations remain perilous to our learners and teachers, and distant learning seems to be the best option and still to be for everyone. For Paglaom MPC and Paglaom Community Development Foundation, we would like to express our full support to the Brigada Eskwela 2021. As your community partner, Paglaom remains committed to serve, and rest assured, we will always support the programs and initiatives of DepEd that ensures the continuity of learning for our students and at the same time maintaining the safety of everyone. Rest assured that, ma'am, sirs, in this trying time, we must unite all together to cope up. And indeed, bayanihan is the key. Bayanihan para sa paralan or barangayanihan. Sa barangay, sa eskwelahan. Congratulations to the Department of Education, and I would like to mention the Oroquieta City Division with the active Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rinaldo Manuel Jr., and the teaching force, the support, the admin. Congratulations natong tanan. Padayon sa pagtinabangay para sa kalambuan sa atong mga estudyante o sa atong lugar sa Misamis Occidental. Remember always, there is hope. Handumon lang yun nato kanunay, naagoy paglaom sa atong mga estudyante despite the COVID situation. Keep safe, everyone. Be healthy always.
To present us the 2021 Brigada Eskwela Implementing Guidelines, please welcome the SGOD Chief of Oroquieta City Division, Madam Perlenita L. Glodove.
The implementation of the 2021 Brigada Eskwela shall comply with the required health standards, which include following social distancing measures and practicing proper hygiene and other relevant protocols as detailed in DepEd Task Force COVID-19, City Health Office and IATF guidelines and issuances. The Brigada Eskwela activities shall focus on preparations and highlight partnership initiatives that complement the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. This will ensure that quality basic education will continue despite the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Considering that our schools are being used in the preparation of learning packets, including the picking up and returning of learning modules by the parents, physical cleaning and disinfection of school buildings, classrooms, and other school facilities may be allowed during the 2 weeks before the opening of classes in public schools. For this activity, proper coordination with the local government units, non-government organizations, and volunteers should be ensured. During the Brigada Eskwela, schools may engage partners to raise the availability of the following items: hand sanitizing materials such as rubbing alcohol and germicidal hand soap, digital thermometer, thermal scanner, stethoscope, blood pressure monitor machine, disinfectants that may be used to disinfect the learning areas such as spray tan, disinfectant spray, and foot bath, washable face mask, surgical face masks, and face shield, provision of supplies for distance learning for the learners like pad papers, ball pens, pencils, crayons, coloring materials, and others. Ensure that psychological first aid or other psychological interventions and debriefings are conducted in partnership with stakeholders during the implementation of Brigada Eskwela. Coordinate with concerned DepEd sections on the implementation of Gulayan sa Tahanan or urban vegetable gardening at home. Inclusion of disaster preparedness and partnership for water, sanitation, and hygiene in schools or the WASH program. Realigned Brigada Pagbasa in Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. Brigada Eskwela champions the spiritual volunteerism in Department of Education, particularly the Division of Oroquieta City. So, tala na, apil na sa Brigada Eskwela!
Ladies and gents, a glimpse of our victors in the 2020 Brigada Eskwela Best Implementing Schools, Bunga National High School and Misamis Occidental National High School.
Good day. We in Bunga National High School, under the school's division office of Oroquieta City, religiously adheres and conducts the annual activities set forth by the Department of Education and pursuant to what we dub as the Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela. Relative to the coronavirus disease 2019 outbreak, this year's Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela were done outside of what we know as normal. It is done quite differently, making sure to strictly comply with the minimum health protocols under the IATF guidelines. In Bunga National High School, we made sure to plan out the conduct of BE and OBE tailored fit for this year's theme, pagpapanatili ng bayanihan tungo sa kalidad na edukasyon para sa kabataan. Further, we ensure to collaborate with all stakeholders and local officials in our barangay to animate bayanihan sa paaralan.
Mayong adlaw, kami ang lokal barangay opisyal sa Barangay Bunga. Nagkahiusa sa pagsuporta sa kalihukan sa Bunga National High School, mahitungod nining atong gitawag nga Brigada Eskwela ug Oplan Balik Eskwela sa Department of Education. Isip Edcom Chair sa among barangay, akong gisiguro nga ang among opisina bukas kanunay alang sa kalambuan sa atong eskwelahan ug sa mga kabataan.
Maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. Isip presidente sa PTA, akong gisiguro nga ang pagtambong sa mga gidikanan o guardians sa Bunga National High School kanunay gayod nga aktibo sa paglihok niini mga programa sa Department of Education. Labi na niining Brigada Eskwela ug Oplan Balik Eskwela. Isip representante sa mga ginikanan, among gipangandoy ang kalampusan sa among mga anak o among mga apo. Busa, ang pagkoopera sa mga kalihukan sa atong tulungan, amo gyung hatagan og dakong higayon ug panahon isip pagpakita sa among dakong suporta.
Magbayanihan na, magbayanihan na, bayanihan, pagtutulungan, walang kupas na kaugalian, nagtagatibay, sinasabuhay, galak sa puso ay walang kapantay. Panahon na naman ang brigada, pagbigisin lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, Brigada Eskwela, magkaisa sama-sama. Brigada Eskwela, salin na buong barkada. Brigada Eskwela, kilos na pagbayanihan na.
Hi, I'm Adele D. Darren.
And I'm Lloyd R. Sapar.
And
welcome to Misamis Occidental National High School.
Misamis Occidental National High School with its mantra, para sa bata, lahat magagawa, braces for its impact of COVID-19 pandemic and braces for the impact of COVID-19 pandemic and embraces the collaborative efforts of all stakeholders to continue the delivery of quality learning during this pandemic time.
This year's Brigada Eskwela is centered on the following: repainting of posts, armchairs, and blackboards, construction of hand washing facility, installation of water pump and water connection at the MAPE area, making of fire extinguisher case, installation of non-contact temperature devices and alcohol dispensers, repair of ceilings and armchairs, repair of cabinets of science classroom and laboratories, repair of main gate, installation of electrical connections, electrical rewiring, installation of water connection and construction of water sink, installation of COVID-19 and disaster risk reduction related signage,
Repair of the administration office ceiling, construction of rain shed, repair of science laboratory, construction of concrete fence at the back of the Chaika building, MAPE area, and senior high school area, repair of roof, installation and making of footbath and school comfort rooms, installation of Wi-Fi access and strengthening the internet connection, making of tree guards, construction of MONHS special program in the arts, recording and photography studios, and media arts laboratory room, installation and fabrication of steel doors and window grills at the covered court, conduct of mental health awareness of teachers. Misamis Occidental National High School promises to continue to become relevant to the demands of time.
and MONHS will continue to make a difference among the children despite the rage of the pandemic.
Because we are Misanahisians,
And we believe that para sa bata, lahat magagawa.
sense of communal unity and cooperation lives on among Oroquetanans. With this present pandemic, the Oroquieta City Schools Division Office adheres and promotes the culture of collaboration and empowerment of every individual through teamwork, innovation, and action so that no Oroquetanan is academically handicapped in the school year 2021-2022. This is your host, Rani Livero Villamin saying, sa Oroquieta, bata ang laging bida.